Welcome back to another episode of Budz N Roses. I know it's been a minute, but we're on the second to last episode. We are doing LAX Packs on episode 22 of Budz N Roses. Show you guys the jar real quick. Yes, sir. Golden Haze. Let's jump right into it. This is probably my second time smoking this one. The first time I had it in a 7-gram Mylar, but man, look at this nugget, humongous. Like if I toss this at you, you are going to feel it, you know? Heavy citrus, heavy pine, herbal, earthy, simple, straight like that. You know what I mean? Makes the Golden Haze. I don't know why I want to say grape. And the crossing, I have to look in my notes. It's a super silver haze and an amnesia haze, making Golden Haze. And this one is one of the strongest haze I've smoked so far in my experience. So without further ado, we're gonna get in the scope, from in the scope to breaking down, from breaking down to smoking it up. You know what I mean? So let's fast forward. So look at the jar. All right, we're in the scope now. And apart from the blurriness that I'm partly showing you, this is a truly green bud. It's ginormous. As you can see, I believe this is the whole eighth. If you could see from other direction, I was picking at it slowly but surely. But yeah, man, this is the Golden Haze. Strong on the orange hairs, as you can see in the corner over there. Very strong over there. And I gotta say, once again, the terps is booming outside of this jar. It's a lovely strain. I can't wait to demo test it again. So we got to glimpse up the jar. We got to smell the flower. You got to see the flower. Only left is to roll it up, let you know if it's more intense when it's broken down, and then we sparking it up. You know what I mean? So you guys can see all quality aspects. So without further ado, let's roll this up. Golden Haze does make me nervous. It is quite strong than the other sativas I've been smoking. It makes me very anxious and it makes me very nervous. So I'm gonna get straight into this. My supplies, right? I can't find out one of them. Hopefully one day I could give you guys a simultaneous shot while I'm talking, so you can see when I'm breaking down the flower. But fuck it. Until then, I'll just do it the hard way. While I'm breaking these buds off the branch, I will say it's very easy to break. It's very soft. You know what I mean? I'm having the time of my life breaking it apart. So thank God Golden Haze is not one of those tough or denser strains. But yeah, soft nugget structure, meaning it will definitely be easier to crush with the crusher if you're using your hands, and if you like blunts, super easy. I will say this though, it is sticky, but not intensely sticky. I would say out of a 10, stickiness would be a 3. You know what I mean? So super easy to crush up, like I just said. Like I'm not even having a power struggle. So I'll let you know what happens after that. I usually don't show this, but I want to just show you like how crazy the Golden Haze was. I've been picking at it. I mean, this is just the under. This is what's left from that one nug. I'm sorry from the blurriness, but basically this was one big nug. But however, I would say terpene wise, it's just a little bit more intense on the smell. You know what I mean? Whatever the 4 things I just said, or the 4 things you still smell, is just a little bit more intense. You know what I mean? Like once you crack it or squeeze that, man, it talks for itself or speaks for itself. You know, we're almost done in my process anyway, so hopefully by the next clip we sparking it up. Feel me? So next clip. And voila. And just like that, we have our spliff ready. And I should start telling y'all what papers I'm using just in case. Today I'm using the wrong. Today I'm using the Blazy Susan, the king size wide sheets. You know what I mean? Some of you are pretty familiar with these, some of you are not. And on top of that, I'm using the BS filters. So top to bottom, as if I'm supporting breast cancer. But moving on, I got my torch. Shout out to CGO Rolls, and we gonna get this. Wasting no time. Like I said before, I am a little nervous because this one hits a little hard. Made me real anxious last time, but that was because I rolled a bigger spliff than what I have in my hand. So it's safe to say that we have properly lit this. Yes. And our first test is how much can we taste on the first pull. You know what I mean? Fuck, it smells good. Tell you that much. Yeah. First pull wise, I got all of it. Usually I don't usually on other strains, I'm sorry for stuttering a lot. Usually on other strains, I don't get this much of a percentage. So I would say first pull was more like a 30% of like, ooh. It was more on the earth, the citrus, the pine. You know what I mean? And I'm still waiting for it to, you know, I like to say cook up, marinate. So with that being said, let's see what the rest of our experience gives us. Alright. Smoking experience wise, I will say it's fruity because it has a heavy lemon zest and heavy pine. I would say the bigger you roll this, the bigger problem you might have. You know what I mean? I feel like I was about to say that wrong. Even though it's fruity, to me it gives off a little back ends of gas. You know what I mean? So other than that, this is very enjoyable. You can find LAX Packs in dispensaries. If you so happen to find it in the black market, congratulations. You know what I mean? But this one, if you favor sativas and you haven't had haze in a long time, try this Golden Haze. For sure. And for those worried about QC even further, you know what I mean? Before I go, I gotta rate this, right? So for sativa, the Golden Haze might get a real high rating from me, meaning like a 4.5. That's what I feel like it should get. For sativa, if you don't fuck with sativas, I understand how and why, feel me? But this one, I believe it deserves a nice 4.5. In terms of hazes, this is my second haze since I've moved to California that I've smoked, you know what I mean? And I used to hate it. LAX made me a fan of the strain all over again, you know what I mean? So love-hate relationships. That was episode 22 of Budz N Roses, and next time you see me, it's the season finale. So hopefully, till next time, it's your boy Evil with 2 O's, and I catch you on the season finale.